Question over here.
Saying congratulations.
Thank you.
No, definitely a star-making performance. It was a great fight, from great action. You ended it emphatically with what's probably the knockout of the year now. Is there any doubt in your mind now that you're one of the biggest stars in the sport? If not the biggest, going there?
I feel like I'm the biggest. I am the biggest, but it's really I know that for sure. But as people got their own opinion. But when it's come to me, I always felt like I was the biggest. That's what sin and things like that. So I want to have to go out there and talk about another fighter to be able to shine over a fighter and things like that. So I always knew I was the biggest. Within myself.
How great does it feel to finally be at this moment? You had your first pay-per-view fight. You ended it with the emphatic knockout that you needed.
Man, I feel amazing. This just the start. I just want to thank everybody that helped build me to this point. Big thanks to my personal team. I'm gonna give a big shout out to Al Heyman, his team, and that work hand in hand with Floyd, and Mayweather promotion. This fight definitely, I appreciate everybody that pushed me, and guided me in the right way.
And a question for Floyd. What kind of statement do you think Tank made, especially with that devastating knockout?
Amazing performance. I'm proud of you, Tank. And, of course, I'm hoarse because I'm always screaming, wanting the best for him. And I'm just happy for him. I know I feel. I used to be that same kid sitting right here. And I had Al and Leonard next to me and my team next to me. But, it feels great to be on this side, on the other side, and I'm able to give back knowledge just to help him grow, From anybody can can become that household name. This kid right here got all the skills. I'm proud of him. So proud of him.
Tank, let's just start from the beginning. Terrific performance. Leo Santa Cruz gave you everything he had. Tell us about if there were challenges in the fight for you. Obviously, you had the equalizer in the end. Did he push you? Take us through the fight.
So I want to say the first round, going out there, I threw my jab, and then I seen that he was trying to. Once I jab, he'd try to counter me. So if I throw a jab, he'll throw a jab, right hand jab. So I knew he was coming with more than one punch. That's why as I would get farther in the rounds, once I throw my punch, I will get out the way. It was just little adjustments and things like that. Just again, Floyd telling me settle down and just I'm gonna get to him. And then once I start going to his body, just little adjustments you gotta make to break a opponent down. And I think I was breaking him down leading to like the fourth, fifth round. But he was like, he how your body is telling you can't do it, but your mind is telling you like you can do it. That's where
They don't know that. They don't know that, Tank.
I don't.
Yeah, well, that's how he was. I knew that he was a fighter. He had a lot of heart because his mind was telling him like keep pushing.
Did you see the uppercut? Did you talk about it with Coach beforehand, thinking that would be there, or is that something that came during the rounds?
It's just me adapting to we definitely worked on it, but it's me adapting to the right time and things like that. You can see like I didn't shy away from the uppercut once he kept coming in, but he was blocking at first. So and then sometimes I would not throw the uppercut and I'd come around. And that was the shots I was catching with, but it was just me adjusting to him.
Thank you.
How different did you feel in there, and what difference did you feel based on the way you trained for this fight as opposed to your previous fight?
To be honest, I didn't get tired not one time. Get tired. If he would have kept the pace up, I would have know how to box around him and be able to control my breathing. So I want to say thanks to just me, my team, and Floyd. I come to a gym and just coming to Vegas and train so I could be able to be in top shape.
That convince you to train that way and maybe in that environment going forward?
Yes, I definitely want to. Actually, I want to have a good, probably like I didn't take too much punishment, so I want to take like a good week and a half off, and then I'll come back to Vegas and get back to training. I think that's best for me. I think it's best for as I get up there, it's gonna be people that's gunning for a lot. So I definitely want to mature up and grow up and move my stable to Vegas and start training more there.
Leo was laying there obviously for not moving. How concerned was you at that point when you didn't see him moving?
When I first hit him, I seen he was going back and I jumped on the rope. But when I came back and see him still on the ground, and then how they be on the ground. Some fighters that head like their head they be like still trying to get up. He wasn't trying to get up. He was just out. So I would just like that's why I started try to make sure he was okay. We fighters we go in there with a killer mindset, but at the end of the day, we all have family to go home to, and we definitely didn't want nothing crazy to happen to him. And his father just beat a serious situation. So I shout out to his dad.
Thank you.
Sure.
Question from AP.
You'd mentioned about him smiling, but can you talk about how you set up that uppercut? Seemed like you did a really nice job sort of getting him to kind of look like he was kind of trying to block his head and came up with the uppercut.
I just didn't shy away from it. It was a couple times that he was blocking it. And then it was times he was in the ring and he was looking at his coach, like his coach was probably telling him what to do inside and like while we was fighting, or telling him that or he was telling him at the corner like he gonna throw this punch. Watch out for it. So when I throw it and he'll catch it, he'll look at his corner and be like, yeah. So it was stuff that it was just me just not going away from the punch and keep testing it. Once you in there, you start throwing punches and at the first round, everybody's strong at the first round, but they're not as strong as the fight go on. So that's what I was doing. I kept pressing it.
Yeah. Could you feel or could you see or sense that he was starting to weaken as the rounds were going?
Yeah, about like I want to say the fourth round. I think the fourth round. The fifth round. When I started going to the body, breaking him down to the body, I felt him break it down, and then with shots that I was hitting him with, and it was touching his glove, but his head was gone. So I'm like, he break it down for sure. So that's when I start pressing. Thank you,
Sean?
Truly great performance. Do you think it was the kind of performance that should you be in a pound for pound guy now?
That's really not up to me. Me and my team, think that, I feel as though I'm pound for pound, and the world know. Then the world know. They see what they saying what happened tonight.